Hey guys, what's up? It's Raven. I'm turning 30 this September, the big 3-0, and I'm planning to make this party my biggest birthday party yet. It's going to be a roaring 20s 30th birthday extravaganza. I was specifically looking for a venue that had a vintage feel, obviously to go with the 20s vintage vibe. There is still so much more to think about. I have to do everything from finding a bakery to make my birthday cake, finding where I'm gonna get all my different outfits from, because I do plan on doing multiple looks. It's at a venue. I'm gonna be working with a lot of different vendors, so there's gonna be a lot of different moving parts that I'm not used to. There's so much left to do. I always like to do a goodie bag table at pretty much every party that I throw, and since I'm trying to really step it up for this party, I partnered with my friends at Zazzle to customize some really special gifts for my guests. So this is the stuff I wanted to show you that I got from Zazzle, all the custom stuff. Coasters.
Oh, that's cool.
I designed this myself. Because on Zazzle, they have like some pre-made templates, but they also have some blanks where you can like put your own design. So this one was my own design. And I think this is a set of 50.
You're gonna use those during the party or as party favors?
I was thinking during the party, and I guess if people want to take them home, they can. So we got those. Those turned out cute. In that same vein, we got these menus, and they're like nice cardstock, so they're more sturdy so they can stand up by themselves, because I got these little clips to put with them. This one was actually a pre-made template that they have on Zazzle. Zazzle is like a marketplace that has a bunch of independent designers. So there's like pre-made, you know, templates and artwork that artists and designers can put on there. So this was a collection that was sort of already matching my theme. So all I did was I went in and changed the text right here to list out the custom cocktails.
The bar is also fully stocked for your enjoyment. Other drinks available upon request. What a nice touch.
So we wrote that. I was asking her for help with the copy. So it'll be like this on the bar, like just a few sprinkled across the long bar top so people can see what the menu is. So coasters, menus, everything else that I got is for the party favors. So I wanted to use that table in the front as like the party favor setup display, take what you want, take one. And so I also got these signs printed because on Zazzle they had a digital download option, and this is from the same pre-made design template that matches the menus and everything. And so I just went in on the digital download and changed the text to what I wanted it to say. So I made this one for the photo booth, and I wanted this one to be bigger so you would really see like there's a photo booth over here, like go do it. And then made this one smaller so it wouldn't take up so much space on the table with everything. And I have some stands to hold them up. For the party favor stuff, I got water bottle labels. So they're already like obviously pre-cut and sticky, like it's like a sticker. So I think you just peel and stick, which is much easier than how we tried to do that other time. So then you just go like this. Perfect.
Ooh, cool.
That's so much easier. And so it says, you know, Ray's Speakeasy on the front. Thank you for making my birthday a roaring good time. And the little nutrition facts are like,
who can
fun
see
and
that?
games, laughter, smiles, happiness. One happy birthday with lots of love.
Cool.
My thought process for the party favor table is to have a bunch of these water bottles stacked up. So as people are leaving after drinking and partying, maybe they need a water to go, stay hydrated, so they can take that. And then I got these. These are like treat bags with the logo on it, because we are in communication with another bakery who specializes in decorated sugar cookies.
Oh, cool.
And we sent them some inspo of like, you know, art deco, black and gold graphics that would match with the party. And so fingers crossed, they're gonna do a batch of cookies for us, and then we could put each cookie in one of these and have that be set out for the party favors. So you'd like grab a water, grab a cookie to go. So I also got these custom matchbooks.
Oh, cool.
A roaring good time, Raven's 30th birthday, and has the date. And then custom playing cards.
Oh,
which
cool.
I also felt was kind of jazzy.
That's cool. Let's just say roaring 20s.
So say goodbye to my roaring 20s and hello to my dirty 30s.
Okay.
And then lastly, the shot glasses, which of course, speakeasy, prohibition, bar, cocktail, shot glasses. And so I put my logo on the front and they're like
That's gonna be nice.
Zazzle has a wide range of customizable products for literally any occasion. And it was actually really easy for me to find some pre-made templates that already fit my Roaring Twenties theme. I'm really happy with how the customized gifts came out for my party favorite table. I think it's gonna be perfect for the theme. The shot glasses and the matches, I feel like that really just sort of gives that speakeasy vibe. And the custom logos and designs turned out perfect.
You might want to consider using this for the water bottles.
I think we could probably get away with using my other one of these like for the shot glasses.
I wish these were black.
I don't mind these because they're very much clear. They're kind of supposed to be invisible, like they're not part of the decor. You're supposed to look at the thing that's sitting on it, not the shelf. But this, I don't like. This gives refrigerator.
No. I wouldn't use this, but maybe something similar that's clear.
And then the matches and the cards.
That's where you can use some height. I mean, we don't have to use this if this is bothering you. It could be some other type of tiered.
We have that other thing. For the matches, I even feel like they could just be like in a bowl, like something like this. I feel like this might be a little too tall, but if I could find something, just a nice clear glass.
This could hold the cards. I don't want it to look too skimpy though. I want to be able to see.
Yeah, I did.
And then you need a place for the cookies. I mean, you could just lie them flat.
That's what I was gonna
like
say. I wish I knew the measurements of the table because if it's wide enough to just do like this, then that would look fine, I think. And maybe it is, but I just don't know. I should have measured it. And then the sign. So since we got the tall thing on that end, maybe put the sign on this end.
Yeah.
I have a little.
Oh, that looks good. We need to take a picture of this so we can remember how we had it set up.
Since everything is all clear, it looks good. It was super easy to create my own designs and customize everything. So if you guys are throwing a party anytime soon, I would definitely recommend Zazzle. Even though I am a full-time content creator, which means I'm literally on camera like every day for a living, somehow I have never done a birthday photo shoot. It's definitely a thing that you see the girlies doing on Instagram, and I've always been low-key kind of jealous of those cute like birthday professional photos that girls do, but I've never done one. And so I really wanted to do one for this party and specifically to go with the theme. So I hit up my friend Rell, which some of you guys may know and have seen him in my previous videos. We've worked together quite a bit, doing a lot of shoots in the past. We actually haven't worked together recently because he started a new job and it's just been a lot going on, but I wanted to reach out to him to see if he was willing to work with me on this photo shoot concept. So I texted him and I briefly explained the concept, and I was kind of nervous because I know he's busy with so much right now. He texted back right away and he said that he was so down and actually super excited to help me. So yay! But honestly, this was sort of just a vague idea that I came up with, so we need to meet up and discuss details. I have this vision in my head of how I want these photos to look and what I want to use them for, but I'm hoping that Rell understands my concept because it's kind of out there and it's not something that we've personally done before as far as this style of shooting. And I also hope that he thinks that it's possible. Like I said, Rell's been busy lately, booked and busy. He recently started doing these food reviews on his TikTok and Instagram. It's so cool to see him tapping into more of his passions. I feel like these food reviews he's been doing kind of combine two things that I know he's really good at. Number one, knowing the good food spots to check out. And number two, the beautiful cinematography and photography of the food. He has such a creative eye and a real talent for producing quality content, but he also knows what he's talking about when it comes to finding some good food. So you guys should definitely check out his TikTok and Instagram. You know, like the general vibe that I told you when we were texting, like vintage 1920s, of course, one with the same Great Gatsby 1920s theme, but I want to do like a few different looks. And basically my vision for this is to have these photos printed out and blown up. I think I'm actually gonna do maybe some small prints that go on the tables, but I definitely want to do some big ones that are used as part of like the main like decor moment of the party. Black and white, putting filters and stuff on it so it looks vintage.
Right.
And I think I want to try to do like 3 looks for the shoot. I wrote down out of all the inspo that I found, and I have my Pinterest board that I sent you. So the 3 categories that I came up with out of all my inspo are burlesque, classic Hollywood Betty Boop formal, and a true flapper look.
Okay.
So burlesque is more skimpy, more of a two-piece outfit. This is where I think Tanea Henry is gonna come into play.
Okay.
I don't know if I told you I'm trying to work with this jewelry designer. She's really cool. She makes, these are actually her earrings.
Oh, okay.
She
Nice.
sent me some jewelry, but she also does like body jewelry. So she'll make like these bralette tops that are all like chains and bedazzled and like little skirts. Like she does some really cool stuff. I can like show you some pictures. I'm already in contact with her. We haven't solidified everything yet, but hopefully she'll make me a look for that vibe. It'll be like a headpiece, body jewelry, skimpy. And then I'm thinking I could DIY these feather fans.
You're gonna make that.
I think,
Okay.
I hope, or like this.
Yeah, I love that.
Like it's just something you can hold and pose with the feathers.
Okay.
So that's like one look. Hopefully the Tanea Henry look with the DIY feather fans, cute, whatever. The second look, classic Hollywood, more formal, more classy look. So more of like an evening gown type vibe. I'm in contact with a few dress designers and dress brands. A few have gotten back to me so far, and I've been kind of looking at what they have and seeing like who I want to use for what based on what dresses they have. So I'm in the process of trying to like narrow that down and pick out my dresses, but definitely something like a formal dress moment.
Okay, so just to clarify, photo shoot outfit is separate from the actual party outfit.
Yes.
Okay. So it's functional, but it's still giving.
What do you mean by functional?
Can you dance in it? Because a lot of the stuff from that era looks like corseted, maybe. You know what I mean? I don't know how uncomfortable those things are for women.
Let me show you. I've saved a lot of my dream dresses, and I just went ahead and reached out to all these designers. Like, hey, you want to work together? You want to partner? I don't know. You would tell me no, but you might say yes.
Shoot your shot.
So I shot my shot at all these different dress designers, and a couple of them, like I said, have already started getting back to me. So like, fingers crossed, but like, these are the vibes.
So I still feel like the legs are loose enough. Like she can dance in there. I
You
think that
know,
could
a
be
little
functional.
1-2 step. I'm
Yeah.
not finna do
You're not gonna
choreography.
break exactly.
Something like this, like I really want something, fringe is a big thing of the 20s. So any danglies, but I also
Yeah.
want it to be super glam because it's my birthday, super glitzy. Of course, I want to be the most formal girl in the building.
Right.
The most over the top.
Right.
The dress code for the party is formal cocktail. So everyone's gonna be dressed up, everyone's gonna have nice dresses on. So my dress needs to be
Like the stunner.
10 times more glam
Right.
than everyone else's. I think like pairing gloves with it and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that. But that's kind of the hard thing is like, I want my party look to be the best look, of course, but I still want the photo shoot looks to give
To be
as
fire.
well. But they need to be like a little less, you know? So I'm trying to decide what I want for what.
The main party look, are we photographing that too?
Day of only by the photographer who's doing the party.
Okay, got it.
So you don't have to worry about that.
Just talking about the 3 promo fits.
Yes, promo. It's the promo. So the burlesque, the classy, and the flapper, which is like short, fringe. I have a picture in here. I have a couple, but like there's this one main picture that I really want to do. I'm laughing just thinking about it because I can just imagine. But like the dancing shot.
Okay, that sounds great. I went ahead and looked on Peerspace just to get an idea of like what we're working with as far as locations go. I'll be honest, Austin is kind of slim for that. I was thinking if we do something nearby, it's gonna involve props, and that's like work. I know you're open to DIY. I know we have a good amount of time, but realistically, what are we gonna wanna do? Is it gonna really look like what the end result should be? There is a place in Dallas that could be a really good contender. So it's gonna be a trade-off. It's either expanding budget for a spot like this, it's like $225 an hour. We work pretty quickly, so I believe that we can do it in a good amount of time. Or we're picking somewhere that's a little bit closer, but involves more manual labor. So there's an example of drapes. One of the inspo shots I think you may have shown me. If we did something like that, I think that would have to be built. Or, you know, we're building some type of rail or utilizing a rail and buying drapes, putting it there, and then a platform, something that's a lot more DIY. So we're either investing in that or we're investing in the space that's already done. The location that I like the most, I've saved like 4 of them. This is a creative studio in Dallas. This is the one that's like a little bit more per hour.
Yeah, already I see the vision with like posing, leaning up against this mantle with the mirror, looking
Right.
into the mirror, the couch. And honestly, the colors don't matter because it's all gonna be in black and white.
Right, and it's about what you have on. And the biggest thing for me on this to make it editorial and elevated is gonna be the lighting. So that's gonna be a really important factor. And then it has like the bar, like different scenarios. Yeah, so we got those 2 as like top contenders, and then we'll just circle back around.
Yeah,
All right,
sounds good.
Sounds good.
I knew I had to hit up my favorite bakery, Sugar Shaker Bakery. I've worked with them multiple times before. They did Ziya's mermaid cake. They recently did her Malibu Barbie cake and cookies that turned out super cute. They always do such amazing work and it's always a great experience working with them. So I feel like they should be able to conquer this elaborate design that I'm envisioning for my cake for this party. This was actually my first time being able to meet the Sugar Shaker team in person because I've only ever ordered cakes from them online before. So I was super excited to finally meet the owner, Rhoda, and the full team. I was even able to meet her daughter, Natasha, who is the administrator. She works remotely from Europe. She actually said that she followed me and she got some inspiration from one of the parties that I threw to throw a party of her own. I'm a very visual person and it's hard for me to explain my ideas with words. So I find it best to just sort of create mock-ups and diagrams for stuff. So for this cake, the best way that I could figure out how to do it was to Photoshop multiple pictures of cakes off of Pinterest together and kind of like color on it a little bit to sort of bring my idea to life so I could communicate to Sugar Shaker what I wanted for this cake. The image is very janky, but hopefully it's good enough to get my point across. So the theme of my party is Great Gatsby, Roaring 20s. I wanted to have that vintage flair, but it's not like a typical Gatsby costume party in the sense where it's like, you know, people are getting their costumes from Party City and Amazon.
Yeah.
It's more elegant, cocktail, formal.
Definitely,
and I've
yeah.
been joking with my friends saying that this is like my wedding because I'm not engaged. I'm not getting married anytime soon, but the vibes and what I'm putting into this party is almost more like a wedding than a birthday party at this point. And I kind of want my cake to reflect that. I really want like a multi-tiered, big centerpiece, like it's gonna be a centerpiece in the party as far as like a main focal point and just to be like really elegant and special. So this is my Pinterest board. This is just everything. Everything from outfits to decor ideas, actual vintage photos.
Get what you're saying, because you want something like super extravagant, like
Yes,
not
everything is-
Halloween costume party like if it was Met Gala does 20s.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like if the Met Gala theme was Gatsby or 20s, formal, upscale, cocktail, evening. And so I want the cakes to sort of go with that vibe, of course. I saved some cakes here. You know, when you search Art Deco cake or Gatsby cake or black and gold, you get a lot of this stuff that has like so many different elements mixed
Yeah.
together. It's the feathers, it's the geometric design, sparkles, and it's, I don't know, I feel like it's a little too much, but there are elements that I like.
Yeah, you want something a little more cohesive.
I don't want to say toned down or minimal because that's not what I'm
But
going
like
for.
elegant, you don't want gaudy.
Yes,
Yeah.
elegant, exactly. Elegant, I guess is the best word. So these two were actually my favorite inspo pics, the black and the white version. And I wanted to see if I could actually incorporate both into my cake. This photo was the other main one that I liked with these fans. And so sort of wanting to mix these three main photos together. I wasn't sure, is this actually edible? Like these little sequins?
Yeah, they are. So it's a type of sprinkle. So it's made out of the same stuff like other sprinkles are, which is mostly just sugar. They're called edible sequins. And then we can either buy them, but most likely we're gonna make them specifically for your cake. So we get a specific size and we can make sure the gold is all like cohesive in the same shade.
Cool, custom made edible sprinkles. That sounds amazing. And then I took these three photos and sort of did my own little rendition, just a little janky Photoshop to kind of show what I was thinking. I was thinking 5 tiers, so it could be really big and really tall, and then be able to alternate the different designs. So black, white, black, and be able to have some with the fans, some with the white with the gold sprinkles, some with the black with the gold sprinkles, and just like mix it all together. But I know that this is a huge cake and I do not need that much cake for my party. I'm expecting probably around 50 guests. So I don't know how many tiers, like how many servings I actually need, but I know I don't need a cake that big.
If you were just wanting like real cake for 50 guests, we probably could get away with like 2 tiers or maybe like a small 3-tier cake. But with this, we could do the option of doing a styrofoam dummy, probably for like the bottom 3 tiers. We would cover it with fondant like we would a real cake, and then once the fondant's on, we would decorate it like we would a real cake as well. Yeah.
Perfect. So these 3 biggest ones would be fake styrofoam,
Yes.
and then the 2 smallest ones are the real cake.
Yes, ma'am.
Because that's
Yeah.
all you need for like 50 people. Okay, perfect. Because I really didn't want to waste all that
No,
cake.
I
was
feel
like,
you on
that's
that,
going to
yeah.
be a crazy amount of cake. cake. And then since it's 2 tiers on the top, would I be able to do 2 different flavors?
Yeah, you can do 2 different flavors, and you can either choose from our menu or you can mix and match our flavors however you like and fillings.
Okay, perfect. So I'll definitely have to think about that and look into that. And then, yeah, I mean, I was just trying to show on my little drawing that I wanted it to be black, white, black, white. So black background for the alternating tiers. And then for the white, this cake is sort of like a lot more ivory looking. I think I am leaning towards more of a, like more of a true white, but not like printer paper white.
No, you don't want that stark, like still slightly warm white, but not ivory. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can do that. So we did go ahead and just like make a folder for you with all the reference photos you sent. I know you joked about your Photoshop being janky, but honestly, I have no idea how Photoshop works. So yeah, we just kind of have notes, and it's nice to have the reference photos because you can't really hard to keep a laptop or a tablet on our table. So we like having hard copies of everything. And then we've just begun going over notes. We've talked a little bit about some flavors you were interested in. So we just kind of have a list of everything we need and all the supplies. That way we can be prepared and have everything ready before September comes.
Okay, perfect. I'm excited.
I'm super excited too. It's so fun to do these creative original cakes.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
All right, Raven, here is the whole production. So
Wow.
we have our baker. Her name is Natalia.
Hi.
She's from Ukraine. She's very good in everything she does. Everything, especially cheesecakes.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if you ever need a cheesecake, let us know.
We'll have to try that.
She got you. So
Nice to
this
meet
is her little area. She keeps her the way that it works for her. And here is Liz's desk. This is Giselle's. And we have desk for Ivana and myself. I sometimes have to help them out too. Ivana is from Serbia. She is decorator who does it all. Cookies, cakes, buttercream, fondant, you name it. And she does European cakes, which are more custard. So fillings are all custard. This is Julissa. She's our newest addition of the decorators. She's new kid on the block. That's pretty much the tour of the bakery. The admin is my daughter. She works from Europe. She has 2 babies, and she does all our email communications. So we're super excited.
Yes,
super
thank you.
excited
I'm
about
excited.
that cake. It's like a project that we can't wait to jump on.
I was worried about that. I was like, I don't know if they're gonna think this is too detailed and too much
ma'am.
work.
No,
I'm glad y'all are
Raven.
excited about it.
Bring it on. We love details, details, and we love every cake to be different. If we have to do same cake over and over and over, we will blow our brains
It gets
out.
boring. That's
It's
understandable.
boring.
That makes sense.
There you go.
Perfect. I'm excited.
Yes.
Thank you.
Me too. Thank you.
I'm super excited to be working with Sugar Shaker again. I trust them. I've worked with them before. They've already done some pretty elaborate designs for me. So I trust them, and I feel like they're really gonna nail this cake. Coming up next on Raven's Roaring 20s Birthday Bash. I'm starting to get a lot of packages in. Birthday dress just got delivered a day earlier. Live reaction. I don't know what to think.
The other one looked like drapey.
And I don't know what was supposed to do. What the hell was that?
This is
That goes